So a couple of days ago on Twitter, a montage surfaced of True Geordie sharing his seemingly harsh opinions on Misfits 007. People have been saying that he's salty because he was sacked by Misfits, and then been calling True Geordie every name under the sun for this. So don't worry, I'm going to give you full context, which is something that the guy who actually made this montage didn't really do. But anyway, yeah, here it is.
We're seeing a progressive decline of Misfits. Like, we're just you know what I mean? This has been trash tonight. These main card fights have been crap. The chat between these three is absolutely shit. I'm sorry, it's shit. This is shit. There's no analysis. There's nothing that's worth listening to right now. It's absolutely shit. I didn't give a moment. I can't keep watching this crap and pretend like it's just garbage. Genuinely, am I watching? We have to call this for what it is, isn't it? It's not good. This is a whole entertainment spectacle has been utter garbage tonight. It's been trash, hasn't it? It's been bad. It's been embarrassingly bad. It's not been a good show.
So yeah, we can all put our hands up and we can say, alright, that looks bad. It looks like True Geordie has just gone on a stream and chat the most amount of shit about Misfits boxing. And because of that, he has had people of both high and low profiles come at him on Twitter, calling him a Misfits hater and just saying really bitter things like he's salty because he got sacked, which I don't even know if he did get sacked. Obviously, he doesn't work with Misfits anymore. But yeah, for people to say that in itself, it is a bit low, it is a bit bitter. And if you do think that bad of True Geordie, then you're only acting as bad as him there. But does True Geordie actually hate on Misfits? Sorry to break it to you, but the answer is no. True Geordie actually hasn't done anything wrong here, and neither has Misfits Boxing or KSI or even Mams Taylor. The person who's in the wrong is you. Okay, maybe not you, but one of you, or a lot of you. Basically, whoever's been sharing these tweets, and yeah, I understand, it may not be some of your faults. Like, at the end of the day, if someone hasn't provided context on a clip, then you can't just go and defend it. It's a natural instinct to talk badly about something that you don't think is right. Because the whole narrative being sent out of this clip is just false. It provides no context, and it puts True Geordie in a bad light, making people like Misfits, Mams Taylor, think that True Geordie is just blatantly hating, where that is not the case. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why. Alright, so first of all, True Geordie has made a lot of content on Misfits 007. He's made a video on KSI versus Fournier. He's made a prediction video. He obviously done a live stream, which was where most of these clips came from. And then he done a video afterwards saying his thoughts about the whole thing, which in itself shows that if he was sacked and he really does hate on Misfits, why would he spend so much time and effort making videos about it? Yeah, I guess you could say money, and to that I don't really have a response. But when you listen to Geordie speak in these videos, he is passionate. And yeah, True Geordie said a lot of harsh things about Misfits 007. Some that I strongly agree with, and some that I don't agree with at all. But as I've said a couple of times now, the one thing that this clip doesn't do is provide context. It's creating the narrative that True Geordie said no good things about Misfits on this live stream, which is just not true. Like, I'll put my hand up, I didn't watch the whole stream, but the guy who put out this montage clearly didn't either, because I was just skimming through the stream and I found these clips that True Geordie was talking positively about Misfit.
Like, with all due respect, like, I love this, but if I said to my boxing mates, yo lads, you coming over to watch Misfits, they'd be like, no. I like this because I know the YouTubers, but my actual boxing lads would be like, F this. But I like it. Dean versus Walid was good. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it's not like every Misfits card has been bad, but there's been a couple of bad ones. But like, I just thought that this one would have been a lot better overall so far. Yeah, thank you for keeping us company, you lot. Yeah, I really fucking enjoyed it, and I'll be back tomorrow.
I don't want to stay on this point for too long, but when True Geordie says
these main card fights have been crap,
when do we know he says that? Because from the way that it's edited, the way that we're looking at it, it looks like all this is being said after the event is done and all the fights are finished. But this could have been any time throughout the fight card. I can't express it anymore, but there is just no context to any of these points. If they showed what he was reacting to and when he said this, then fair enough, we can maybe go, okay, he is overhating a bit. But then again, it is his opinion, and then again, they provided no context, so we can't actually have this conversation. And then we have to consider that the points he is making, even though they are taken out of context, even though we don't know when he's saying them, they're good points. As I said, I strongly agree with a lot of them, but then I disagree with some of them, and that's totally fine. But for him to say that the chat between Slim, Dean, and Ade wasn't good, he absolutely has a point, and loads of people said it. And again, what he was saying about the fight card being crap, it was a bit crap. Like, yeah, there was some good fights. The Virus fight was amazing, which True Geordie actually said in his afterthoughts video.
Now this fight, Virus versus DK Money, really good fight. Both of them knew how to box. It was a competitive, aggressive boxing match where they were setting each other up for counters, and you can see here DK Money putting it on Virus, and then Virus giving it back a little bit, and that was the story of the fight. And really, these two, you could argue, put on the best fight of the night.
But most of the fights weren't entertaining, and from a YouTube boxing standpoint, isn't really what we signed up for. And let's be real, I'm making this video trying to defend True Geordie, but to show you how honest I'm being, he said that he personally really enjoyed the Tennessee Fresh versus Paige Keiki fight. But I have to sit here and say that I didn't. I thought it was boring. I think that people are just rating it because of the beef behind it. And are we forgetting that this is from a live stream where True Geordie can't show the fight, so he needs to explain his opinions and what's going on? Also, if you watch True Geordie, you know that he's very passionate when he talks about things. Let's be real, he's a big intimidating guy, and when he speaks, it's easy for us to just go, oh, he's angry, but I think that is just his tone half of the time. So literally, that's why I don't understand when people going, he's so opinionated. That's his job, that's his live stream. He's supposed to share his opinions about the fights that he can't show, that he has to explain. And look, ultimately, we need people like True Geordie in this scene. Sure, we have people after every Misfits event who go LL, mid, Kingpin better. But True Geordie, who is someone that's been here since the beginning of YouTube boxing, brings up the negatives, and when he can, he tries to figure out a solution.
Shout out to this guy, by the way. Very talented commentator. But we're now at a point that we've got no Joe Weller, no me, no Wade. This guy's just doing everything. Commentary wasn't, it wasn't, yeah, no offense, but like, this guy, he does his job, but the guys that they put with him, and it was constantly rotating and that, it's like, you just need people who do this next to him, who are YouTube savvy, who are boxing savvy, who can help him carry the show.
True Geordie actually cares about the scene, so when he's being passionate about it, it's not because he hates it, it's just because he wants it to succeed, and he's been here from the beginning. Obviously, you didn't see that in the clip going around Twitter, because they haven't given context again. And sadly, I think half of it is about the whole Misfits boxing culture. Like, for example, I think if True Geordie was speaking about Kingpin in this clip, no one would really batter an eyelid. And even if people were upset about True Geordie saying something like this about Kingpin, I'd still say the same stuff. But for some reason, I think people are so scared to go against Misfits. Not that I'm trying to say that everyone should go onto Misfits Twitter right now and spam them and be horrible to them. No, but when there's a problem that people don't really like, they shouldn't just think, oh, but it's Misfits, it's KSI, it's Mams Taylor, they do a load of good things, so we shouldn't bring up the negative. That's exactly what we should do, and I think people like Mams Taylor and KSI would appreciate that, because it's making them able to improve the event one after the other. But yeah, ultimately, I understand that in the past, True Geordie has offended people. It's been cancelled a lot of times. But ironically, I feel like in this situation, people were just over-hating. Like, I'll be real, I have some bias to True Geordie. He's someone that inspires me a lot to make these YouTube videos, and he's someone that I've watched for the longest time on YouTube. He's probably one of my top 3 favourite YouTubers of all time. So sure, call me biased, but at least I've given you context as to why I'm biased. So yeah, guys, honestly, don't be scared to argue against me in the comments. Like, if you don't agree with me, that's totally fine. I don't care. But if you do, please, oh please, just provide context. So guys, I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and yeah, see you in a bit.